In this video, I will show you how to film anamorphic with the Zcam E2F6. So first of all, this video is not sponsored by anyone. I had to pay everything by my own money and it is gone now, but it was totally worth it. I got inspired by Chitu Verhardens, sorry for wrong pronouncing. His channel, Anamorphic on a Budget, helped me a lot to build my own full frame anamorphic lens. But before I tell you everything in detail, let's watch first the full frame anamorphic footage. Let's go. What a nice day! I will never forget this. So now let's take a closer look on the technical part. For those who see anamorphic for the first time, in very short, 2x anamorphic lenses stretches the image 2x up and down to use the full sensor, and you push it back in post. With this stretch you generate the three-dimensional effect and you get out of your 85mm lens a 42.5mm wide angle, but with a bokeh of 85mm. And this is how my self-made lens looks like. Technically, I mounted 6 parts together. Starting from the sensor, I have a EF to Pentax adapter, which holds a 85mm Pentax lens, mounted with a ref camera lens mount to the Kowa 16D anamorphic lens. And this is attached with another ref camera lens mount to the SLR Magic Rangefinder to have a single focus solution. I use the SLR Magic because it generates the blue streak. But while focusing, it is rotating, so you can't attach variable NDs. This is not a big problem for all Zcam flagship users because there is an option to place an electronical ND filter between lens and sensor. To get the most of your Zcam sensor is open gate, but with a 2x anamorphic lens your end frame gets really super wide. Then you have the 5K 4x3 mode. 4x3 has a bit wider view and the 5K 6:5 fits the best and creates the cinema scope you know from the movies. By the way, the Kowa 16D is not made for full frame. APS-C and Micro Four Thirds have a wider range and can use base lenses down to 35mm. But the combination of Zcam's full frame, the 85mm and the Kowa 16D creates some kind of a three-dimensional medium format view, which is just unbelievable stunning, especially when facing the sun or at night. There are, of course, some not so nice parts. Self-made anamorphic lenses are always a bit glitchy. Somehow focus is more on point if you set the base lens focus not straight to infinity, just a bit before, and then everything is sharper. And to stop rotating parts, I use the very high professional solution called tape. With the Zcam E2F6 comes no anamorphic full frame slow motion, but you can switch to the 16:9 4K mode. You will lose sensor information at the top and on the sides when you have to scale the footage to the right size. This opens an opportunity to switch to a 50mm base lens. It just takes a bit time to rotate and calibrate the whole setup. In the end, that means you can switch between a 85 anamorphic full frame setup and a 50mm anamorphic slow motion setup. There is of course a more comfortable way to shoot anamorphic. With the Zcam E2 flagship series comes an interchangeable mount. So you're able to switch to a PL mount and have a high professional anamorphic full frame lens like Kowa or Atlas Orion with the full frame extender. Currently I don't have this kind of lens and rentals are still not really open, so that's why I can just tell you that this fits very nice and is a super light setup. If you don't have the Zcam E2 F6 or the E2 flagship series, there are of course other options like Blackmagic, Sony Alpha, GF5. If you don't have any of these cameras or lenses, but you still want the anamorphic blue streak effect, there's an option to take just a rotating 2mm blue streak filter, which you can put on top any lenses you already have. I hope I can answer your questions, and if you're interested in building your own, you will find all the links below. But always keep in mind, anamorphic lenses and cameras are in the end just expensive tools. So if the new camera or the new lens you always wanted is still not in your pocket, then go and create with the stuff you have, because you are making epic videos and not the Cameragear. So subscribe, like and share this video and check out my Zcam 6-month review, and have a wonderful day and see you in the next one, and enjoy life and enjoy your Cameragear